Hello and welcome to another episode of the Ready Go Show. My name is Michael Green, and today we're going to talk about the serious problem we're having. Let's run that spelling across the screen so you can see why that's a joke.
It's time to start the show. It's time to start the show. Ready, go!
So I figured with Thanksgiving coming up, you're all probably going to need a few pointers on how to deal with your stupid, racist-ass, motherfucking relatives when it comes to sitting at the dinner table and talking about the refugee crisis. Before we get into things too far, I've always found that it's nice to capture the audience's attention with a little joke before you start talking about something serious. So here we go. So a man goes out on a date with a woman. It's going very well, and they go back to her apartment and they start doing a little whoopee time. At first the guy is thinking, wow, this is awful. It feels like sandpaper inside of her girly town. So naturally the man starts wincing a little bit every time there's a little bit of a thrust. Are you laughing yet? Because it's already starting to get funny. The woman notices this, and as if she's been in this situation before, she says, oh, I forgot. I will be right back. So she gets up and goes into the bathroom, and she comes back out about 5 minutes later. And they start going back at it, and the guy is just loving it. He says, wow, this is the best it's ever felt for me. What did you do? And that's when the woman leans into him and says, oh, nothing. I just had to peel off the scabs. And now that we're all bent over, laughing our asses off with a great and hearty chuckle, let's get into the serious subject of the day. Now, personally, I'm completely fucking fed up with this bullshit that I keep seeing on the Facebooks that says, no Syrian refugees until you take care of all of our homeless veterans. Yes, we probably should take care of the homeless veterans. And yes, it's veterans, not veterans, you fucking backwards hillbilly fucks. But here's the interesting thing. The people who are posting the no refugees until we take care of our homeless blah 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 are the same people who are voting no on the continuation of Medicare and Medicaid and any kind of socialist programs that might actually fucking help these people. So let's just be clear here. The people who prevent us from helping our homeless veterans are the ones who are now using that as an excuse for us to not help other people who need it. So, I don't know, maybe we don't need 60% of our budget as a country to go to the military budget when our army is already bigger than the next top 10 armies all combined. I don't know, maybe we could solve the whole problem right there. Interesting. And another thing. You may have noticed that there's a thing going on that says, there's a bowl, and inside the bowl are 100 grapes, and 2 of them are poisoned. Would you eat the whole bowl? / would you feed this bowl to your friends and loved ones at a party? / blah, 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 bullshit. Now, personally, I think that that's just a little bit of clever wording that makes the simple-minded people think, wow, I don't want to murder my children. Which, I mean, sure, you don't want to do that. Nobody does. The answer is that yes, we should help the people who need help. And we should not be fucking terrified children about the situation. The ones who want to hurt the country have already found a way into the fucking country! Why are you so dumb? We need to not worry about the people who are knocking on our door wearing a fucking soaking wet potato sack saying, I'm sorry, mister, could I get some food for my family who's been drifting in the ocean on a stack of driftwood for the past 17 days? Yeah, maybe let those people in and be nice. You Christian nation who doesn't give a fuck about actually helping people. I saw an interesting thing the other day about a Satanist group who offered to help Muslims by giving them a free bodyguard service because the Christians in their area were threatening to murder the Muslims. Meanwhile, the Satanists, who are supposed to be the evil bad guys, seem to be doing the right thing. I'm not saying you should piss down a goat skull or anything and get a tattoo of a pentagram on your forehead, but maybe we could all act a little more like the Satanists. Can't we just be good to our fellow man? That's all I want. Now, as a lot of people know, and I don't know if I've said this on my YouTube channel or not, I'm totally against all organized religion. I think it's awful. I think the systematic rape of children in the Christian era of things is awful. I think look at the Crusades. Need I say more? I think that the fact that leaving the Muslim religion means that they have to murder you, that's in the book, that's probably not a good thing. It's probably bad. I mean, the list goes on. I'm not singling anybody out here, but just because somebody is a Muslim or practices the fucking teachings doesn't mean that we should let them die in the cold with their whole family. I don't know. Is that not obvious? Was that not an obvious thing? Aren't you glad that I told the scabby vagina joke now? I don't know. I'm gonna start pissing everybody off with every video I make, I guess. I tried to just do a painting the other day, and my fucking paints were the same age as Hugh Hefner, with much less titties. Surrounding titties. Obviously Hugh Hefner, I guess he has titties. Not very nice ones. Okay, love you, bye! Now let's just review, shall we? Let's think to ourselves, what would Jesus do? Would Jesus murder all the Muslims? Well, according to the Old Testament, probably yes, he would. But I mean, under the way they believe it now, no, he probably wouldn't. That's not the teachings that you should be listening to.